Hello and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to the finale of season 2 of The Walking Dead Dead City. First of all, I gotta say I'm a little sick, so bear with me if I have to like sniff my nose a little bit more or if my eyes get watery or whatever. I think I have a cold or something. It's pretty annoying, but yeah, it's just a cold, it'll go away, but yeah, like I said, it's just annoying. Besides that, I also want to tell you that all of my The Walking Dead Dead City episodes are now available uncut on my Patreon, so my full reactions. So if you, for example, want to rewatch all the episodes, but you're like, hey, but I want to see more, I want to see the full thing, that's possible. They're all available there. The link to my Patreon is in the description, so check that out if you're interested. I'm pretty excited about the finale. I have no idea what's going to happen. Of course, the last thing we saw was that Dama hit Maggie on the head. She appeared to be alive, by the way, which is still crazy to me. But she hit Maggie on the head. I think she knocked her out. And it indeed appeared that Herschel was still working together with the Dama. Negan is preparing for an attack. And I think the last thing he said was something about showing no mercy. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what's going to happen here, how Negan is going to behave and all. Also, if Ginny's gonna wake up, I think she'll have to wake up eventually, otherwise I feel like there was not really a reason to keep her alive. Apart from Negan going to the creepy hospital maybe. I had some comments on the episode last week, and what I noticed is that a lot of people indeed agreed with me. A lot of the times I'm like, oh, I'm probably just dumb, I'm missing stuff here. But there were indeed a lot of people who were like, yeah, the episode was pretty sloppy, and it was indeed, it could have been done better. There were a lot of vague things here, a lot of questions. So yeah, I guess it wasn't just me who noticed that. People did say that the reason Maggie was behaving like that was also because of sleep deprivation. Do you say it like that? Being sleep deprived, I think, yeah. And that mixed with the fear of heights, that's why she was behaving like that. And yeah, okay, I understand if you haven't slept in days. You're gonna imagine things, you're gonna see things, so I think it makes a bit more sense now that I know that. But still, it was just pretty weird to me that the Crow was just there acting like everything was fine and, you know, I don't know. And with Negan, of course, yeah, we saw him hit his head, I did see that. So I guess that's also why he saw those people. I don't know, I still feel like, okay, that those two things, that are the explanations for Negan and Maggie behaving like that and feeling like that. But it still all seems a little far-fetched, but maybe I shouldn't think too deep about it because in the end it's still a TV show. I enjoyed the episode, that's what matters, but yeah, I'm glad that at least some people agree with me that the episode was a little sloppy and that, yeah, there was a lot of vague things going on. Anyway, what are my expectations for this episode? I think there is gonna be a battle. That is also kind of what Negan is preparing for, that people are coming for him. But for the rest, I have no idea what the Dama is planning now, what's going on here. Maybe she wants to take her people back or something, and she's gonna use Herschel and maybe even Maggie for that. I have no idea. Also, I wonder how the Crow is gonna react when he finds out that Dama is still alive, and also the other way around, how Dama is gonna react to the Crow, because he in the end is the one who left her there. So that's also something I'm curious about. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say. I'm going to watch it now, I'm just gonna check it out, I'm very excited, so yeah, let's watch this episode. Oh. Yeah, it's so nice when your own son does that. The thing is, I want to find this relationship with Negan and Ginny so sweet. Like, oh, he's just a worried dad figure. But then I keep thinking about the fact that he killed her dad. And I'm like, yeah, but it's pretty fucked up. Okay. So a little recap where everyone is right now. And then we start the episode. Brugal. He's a little problematic, but I fucking love him.
Fuck off!
This is what I mean.
I've got good news. Negan's willing to meet. Kids together for a play date, and us moms are gonna talk strategy. I better get the fucking keys to the city when this is all done. Call me mayor.
Any sign of the girl yet?
So long ago, these same weapons were used for the same purpose.
I asked you about the girl.
What? Oh, the girl.
The girl.
Yeah, she was catching up to that woman and her kid. Don't worry about it. You're already making new friends.
Is he?
Where is she? She came to me, said that she'd kill Negan. She couldn't get to the church because she's sick or hurt. Gave her a lift.
So he's the one that was just like, yeah, sure, I'll drop you off.
Because she doesn't want to kill him. She's confused.
Well, what's it about? Is she like his kid or something? See the look on your face. Come on. I knew Negan mattered to her. Now, thanks to you, she matters to him. So if things go sideways, she's our insurance.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying it needs to go down that way. I hope it doesn't. I learned something new about you. Behind all this gruff cowboy act, you're a softie.
I learned something about you too.
He doesn't even care.
They're asking for you upstairs. Show's about to start. You don't have to stick around if you don't have the stomach for it.
I'm with you all the way. Although, I guess I could be here more in spirit, per se.
I just wanted to say, what are you gonna do?
Open, or I'll just...
Why is she so extra creepy suddenly? I think it's the hair.
Hoping we'd get to me.
And the look of, hey, I almost died.
You're everything I was expecting and more.
Where's my son?
Oh, he's here, of his own volition.
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Everyone's question.
There was a body.
You've been to my humble pied-à-terre. That was one of the already dead. Let her burn until she got nice and crispy. There's that more I was waiting for. I don't want to have to punish you. Or anyone else.
Always so extra dramatic.
Careful, nicely, watch your fingers, gentle. Good. I figured you could use a new piece, you know, to help pull the room together. Call it a housewarming gift.
How nice.
Where's your buddy, by the way?
Oh, the Croat. He, taking a leave of absence. Got something for you, too. A little welcome gift. Both know that New Babylon isn't done with us yet. Please, step up, help yourselves.
Something's off.
Don't want to strategize on an empty stomach.
Actually, we ate before we came. I don't think we should waste any more time.
You got somewhere to be.
Just like you said, Babylon is starting. Who's to say they're not here right now on this island? Rather than food, let's just dive into our thoughts. Got so many.
Oh, I have no doubt. Put into this big, beautiful feast. Hate to have it go to waste. I'd feel like a bad host.
Go ahead, you eat. We'll wait.
You think I put something in the food?
Of course not.
Your loss.
What is that?
We good?
We're good.
I kind of forgot he was just making the music. Ah. Oh! Crazy! So what if they just decided to eat with them? They would just sit on the other side and... Oh.
Get back! Everyone back!
The old world was rigged, designed to break us. But Herschel never knew that world. He can dream up something I never could. We'll, of course, need someone to protect that new world. I'd hoped that person could be Negan, but thoughts can be deceiving. The fact that you're here, still haven't given up.
So that is what all of this is about. You want me to come at Negan?
I would have thought we would have this in common, wanting Negan dead. I understand. When Negan is up, feel the need to knock him down. And when he's down, you have to prop him back up. Stuck in a loop. Can't let him go. Murdered your husband violently, gleefully, after losing so many people. Your mother, your father, your sister.
Bet. We'll never forget. Bet was my favorite character.
How could you be there for him when you couldn't be there for yourself? You can still get him back. Negan is still out there, widowing wives and orphaning children. Only you can stop him. Only you can kill him. Don't do it for me. Do it for you. Do it for Herschel. Set yourselves free.
Yeah, I mean, I get what she's saying, but yeah, it's hard. Also for Maggie constantly to get confronted with this again is just insane. Oh my god. What did they do with the statue? Weapons! Ah, yeah, okay, that's what we saw in the beginning. Yeah, Negan did not see that coming. Even though I now do kind of wonder why they didn't just instantly run to the statue and opened it. Because they did instantly need weapons when the walkers came at them, but yeah, okay. I'm kind of at a point where I don't know who I'm rooting for anymore. Is that weird? I feel like all the parties are just doing something, but I don't know. And I kind of like all of them. I like Maggie, I like Negan, I like Bruegel. She's just still sitting there. Someone get her out. Why is Herschel not doing anything? Why is he not coming to see her? Is he there now? Yeah, okay.
Mom?
I would be so fucking pissed.
I didn't know she'd hit your head like that. I'm sorry. She said that you talked.
You're right. I'm not over it. I've never been over it. I think about him all the time. I think about what he did. And I know that I have to let it go. It's the only way. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to do it. Sorry.
I know you tried. I want to move on and be free. There's only one way. And then we can just be done with it. We can start over.
Okay.
So after everything, she still wants to kill him. And she really thinks that's the solution. I don't know. I get where the idea's coming from, but I don't know if it's actually gonna help, you know?
So this is what you use to encrust the bodies, the bombs.
Oh.
You really came up here just to look at those cannons? Or is it 'cause you're a huge fucking pussy and want to be at the church while shit goes down?
Can't believe Jenny's just sleeping in the basement.
Was that boat there before?
They're coming. Oh. Shit is about to go down. Oh, there they are.
Who are you with?
New Babylon.
Also, in all honesty, I never realized how big New Babylon was. I thought they just took all the people and only some were left. But there's way more. That's why, of course, the threat was still so real that they could still attack. Damn, a slaughter. Oh no, Bruegel is gonna find Ginny. I feel like no one would really just kill an innocent little girl who is not even like...
Don't be scared.
Ah, yeah.
Your old pal.
But I think he is gonna use her against Negan. That's the thing. Oh, oh!
It was him. This guy. He got me to do this.
This is what I mean. He's so problematic, but I love him.
I know things about New Babylon.
I think he's gonna die this episode.
And then we...
Oh, I thought it was Ginny for a second, but
The way it used to be,
Maggie.
we'll be back on top. The winners. With all the spoils. Just like it used to be.
On your knees. On your knees.
Oh no, 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 he's gonna... No. Oh, and Maggie has to watch this. Whoa.
You too, Marshall.
I will never get favorite characters again, I swear. I'll stop doing it. It's not gonna help me mentally. No, that face. Oh.
Eenie.
No.
Meenie. Miny.
Oh, I just got chills.
Catch by. If he hollers, let him go.
Oh, this must be so traumatic.
Meenie. Miny. Mo. You know what? Fuck it. You're the one that I really want to kill first.
I knew it.
Nothing we can't do, you and me. The methane.
Methane. Goddamn methane. All you talk about. Want the methane that bad? Take it.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, what the hell? What the hell? I thought he was just gonna beat him to that. It's like Negan style, but what? Yeah, okay. Yeah. He's like, hell nah. Not me. I feel like Negan didn't even care about him that much, so... Oh, wait, he does, because he tried to kill him, but... Well...
I got this.
You know, I honestly feel like if Maggie just got there and Negan was just being nice and there was nothing going on, she still would have been, maybe would have been like, okay, maybe it's not, this is not the way. But she literally catching him kill someone the way he killed her husband, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand her.
See, you're thinking, you should have shot me when you had the chance. Thing is, now it's too late.
Oh, oh.
Whatever you think you saw, it's not like that. I was protecting her.
Baby, so fucking sick of maybes.
fuck this episode? The thing is, I feel like they're never gonna kill off Negan because, no. Because he's such an interesting character and they don't want to lose him as a character. But I also feel like if someone ever kills him, it has to be Maggie. So I'm getting kind of nervous here. Also, I'm starting to understand way better why he sent his family away if he was just gonna behave like this. Even with the leather jacket and all. Maggie, let's go. No, but also no. She can't. No, she can't. Oh, he's going to Ginny. No. No.
Jenny.
What? What?
Jenny, no.
This is why they kept her alive. Oh.
No.
No.
No. No.
What the fuck? I had no idea where this was gonna go, but this is not what I expected. What a turn of events. Damn. And now she's just like comforting him? This is so crazy. And now they're going to the Dama together? Wow, what the hell is going on? Damn, the knife's still in there.
I'm doing this. You got no choice.
Damn, it's like Negan was ready to kill him. And now he's like taking care of his wound.
I was so busy looking out for her. Thinking I was looking out for her. I just missed it. Now she died. She died alone.
There's something I gotta do. I have to go.
So they really just lured Maggie there to give her a speech about Negan, so she would kill Negan and that's it. And then they just stayed there waiting for her.
You promised. You promised me. You said we could start over, but you didn't mean it. You just...
Oh, I fucking hate Herschel. You don't even know what
You
happened.
were wrong. It's not like how we said. And killing Negan would only make it worse. And that's not how we're gonna...
Don't! She and I'll get there together.
I know what you're going through. You think that you want to run off and be somebody different.
Teenager behavior.
You want to hurt me. Just know.
Right, because you got it all figured out. Because you did it so fucking perfectly yourself.
Just know I will always be here for you. I won't leave the city.
What is she saying? That she's just gonna leave him there if he wants that? And then she's just gonna live in the city for if he changes his mind? If that was my kid, I'd drag him back. What the hell? Annoying fucking asshole. Oh. Yeah. They're here.
New Babylon, second wave.
I'll get the methane and...
So where do we go from here?
Walking through the woods, a man comes to a fork in his path. To go left is to go home, his past.
Oh. This.
To go right is to go out into the unknown, his future. Or will it be like he remembers? And his future is full of possibilities. What if he gets lost? Which way does he go? He goes left.
Back home to the way things were, but all that's waiting for him is an old story that hurts too much to remember.
So he goes right. But there's nothing there for him either. Because what's the future without the past?
There is only one way forward. We gotta work through what was.
To get to what will be. It's a path that's hard and rough, all uphill. We keep thinking we'll never make it.
Sometimes we see where we're headed. We catch a glimpse of the mountaintop.
But then we lose our footing.
We tumble backwards.
Right back to the bottom.
So that it feels like we'll never get up
The
again.
shit these two keep going through is just insane.
But we do. We help each other up. We move on.
Together.
Okay.
And we get there.
Okay, I'm a little speechless. I had to cough really bad, like right after the episode ended. So I turned off the camera and then I was just like quiet for a full 5 minutes. And then I was like, okay, now I really need to record my outro. First of all, I wonder if there's still gonna be a season 3 because it still doesn't feel finished, but I looked it up and it hasn't been confirmed yet, so I'm really wondering if that's going to happen. Also, I said in the beginning of the show, if this season is gonna suck again, I'm not gonna react to season 3, but yeah, like I said before, the first 3 episodes, they were really slow and I really had my doubts about them, but I feel like from episode 4 on, it really picked up the pace, and I think it was a really enjoyable season. I had a good time watching it. I don't know, I was really entertained. I liked it, so I think if there's gonna be a season 3, I will still be reacting to it. Even though I also noticed that the views aren't that high, but yeah, I mean, it is a show that I have been doing since the beginning, and then I just mean The Walking Dead in general, and as long as I still enjoy it, I'm like, yeah, why not continue doing it, right? But yeah, I really wonder if there's gonna be a season 3 then. I feel like so much happened in those 42 minutes. It's just like, Maggie wanted to kill Negan, but Negan wanted to kill Bruegel, and then Negan also wanted to kill that Marshall guy, and then Ginny died, and then everyone was just like, it's okay, you know, so I don't know. Okay, maybe I should just start from the beginning. So, yeah, Maggie's there, and the Dama is kind of giving her this speech about Negan, like, hey, you're never gonna be able to move on if you don't kill him, so this has to happen, and blah, blah, blah. Of course, Maggie falls for that, and she also kind of confesses that she never really got over it, that she wants to believe that, but that's not really true, and of course, Herschel has noticed that too all these years. So that's when she decides she has to kill him, but from the moment she decided that, I was already like, I don't feel like this is gonna be the solution, you know? A lot of the time you hear that when people take revenge, it doesn't really help them mentally. It's just like you have to be able to forgive that person. Honestly, I'm not gonna say I would do that because I feel like that's one of the hardest things possible. Then I'm also talking about real life, not just like fiction right now. I sometimes listen to like true crime podcasts, and that you sometimes see that like family from the victims, that they sometimes forgive the killer because that is the only thing that could bring them rest. And when I hear that, I'm just like, I can't imagine that. That's insane how you can do that. But if that is the only thing that's gonna bring you rest. And I feel like when you look at like the fiction part, like here, of course, this is fiction, but I feel like it's kind of the same idea here. Like, yeah, he killed her husband, and even though I feel like killing the man who killed her husband, just like get revenge on him, I feel like it would feel really good. But I also feel like they have been through too much already, and it's been too long ago to still do this or something. I think if after that happened, Maggie would have just never seen Negan again, nothing would have happened, and she just met him like years later, and then she'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna take revenge and I'm gonna kill him. I think that would be different, but she kind of got to know Negan, and she knows his family, and I just feel like too much happened for her still to do that. But I have to say, I at some point, I really thought it was maybe gonna happen. Because like I said, I feel like The Walking Dead is not gonna kill Negan off, at least not anytime soon. Because he is one of the most interesting characters still. It's just fun to watch him. I'm not gonna deny that. The show doesn't want to lose Negan, but I also feel like if Negan is gonna die, it would be, yeah, a pretty good choice for Maggie to be the one to kill him. I really understand that. So at some point I was like, wait, maybe there is not gonna be a season 3, and maybe this is gonna be the end of Negan. He also sent his family away, and also, I don't know, it came pretty close. I really thought she was gonna do it for a second there. I also wonder if Ginny hadn't, like, if her arms didn't come through that gate, and they noticed that she had turned. I really wonder what would have happened then. And at first I didn't really realize what he was doing, because Maggie stabbed him in the back, and the first thing he did was, like, crawling to there. And I was like, what the hell is he doing? Why is he not saying something to Maggie? Because normally Negan is really good with talking and all. So I thought, oh, he's just gonna be like, no, Maggie, please, my family, this and that. And then he's gonna like talk to her again. She's gonna feel like, oh no, I can't do this. I really thought that was gonna be his strategy. But he was just like crawling there, not saying anything. And then I realized, oh, he's going to Ginny. Honestly, I didn't really understand the purpose of Ginny in season 1. Then in season 2, it got a bit more clear to me. It was just like, you find out Negan kills her father, and now she wants revenge. But still, it was just like, she was constantly just there and just being like, yeah, I want to kill Negan. And that was kind of it. Now, in the end, she did kind of have a big role, just like in the whole situation, I mean. If that hadn't happened, if Negan hadn't cared so much about her, then, I don't know, this all would have gone different, I think. Honestly, with Ginny personally, like I said before, I don't feel a lot for her. I feel bad for Negan and the people who cared for her, but I didn't feel a lot for the character, so I don't care too much. I think it would have been nice if she had woken up and we would have gotten a conversation between Negan and Ginny. I was really looking forward to that. But just the character itself, she wasn't that interesting to me, so, like, it's sad that she died, but I don't feel a lot for it, to be honest. Yeah, it was just kind of wild to me that after that, we just see the three of them sitting together in a room. Like, they haven't all tried to kill each other, and it's all fine now, and that Maggie basically just let Herschel go? Like, what's going on here? She's just like, yeah, okay, if you want to go with the Dama and you want to run off to be someone else, then yeah, I'll just be near, you know? I'll always be there if you need me. I don't know. It's like, okay, I guess normal teenager behavior, because that's a lot of the case with, like, teenagers, like, oh, I gotta break free from my parents, I gotta run away, I gotta start my own life, I want to be someone else. Fair, but then normally parents put them in their place and they're like, hey, this'll pass, or like go to some therapy or whatever. You'll grow up and you'll get wiser, you know? And Maggie's just like, yeah, if you feel like this has to happen, then go with her. I also think she feels pretty guilty because she did indeed promise him to kill Negan and she didn't do that in the end. But I feel like Herschel didn't have the right to be that mad. I feel like he cares more about killing Negan than Maggie does at the moment, but mostly to get his mom back then, I think. But yeah, I don't know. He didn't even know what happened, and I don't know. I don't like Herschel, no. I was like super excited to get to know more about him, and then in this season he was even worse than last season, so I'm like, eh. Yeah, and then it ended with New Babylon taking the methane and everyone kind of just watching over it, being helpless, not being able to do anything about it. And that's where it ended, and the three of them sitting there talking about this little tale. It made sense, but yeah, it was still really weird that the three of them were just like chilling there with the three of them, but honestly, what else were they gonna do? Yeah, I think this was my reaction, to be honest. I don't have a lot more to say. I'm kind of sad about Bruegel, though. He really became, like, one of my faves just because he was so iconic. I think it's just the fact he was talking so sassy and just, I don't know, just his whole vibe. That was just it. But honestly, the moment he was there and he thought he could just, like, go to Ginny, I was like, ah, you're done for. Yeah, he's gonna kill you. And then we saw that bat. I was like, yeah, okay, bye, Bruegel. I gotta say, I think it was really cool when Maggie was just, like, holding the bat, going after Negan. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, I think the episode really had good things, and it surprised me a lot. I really liked it. I'm just kind of sad that it still ends on an open ending and we don't really know if there's a season 3 coming, but for the rest, I think it was a really good episode. And also, like I said, at some point, I just don't really know who to root for anymore in this show. It's like they all kind of have their reasons to do things, and I feel like none of them are like particularly bad, but it's just like I said, it feels like everyone has their own personal reasons, or just like the reasons for their group and all to do what they do. Every group has some people I like. At some point it was like Negan's people and Maggie with the Dama, and then Bruegel and his people, and then there's of course New Babylon. Honestly, I don't like New Babylon a lot. Because in the end, they just want to steal the methane. But on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, Negan and Bruegel, everyone, like all these groups there, they were making such a mess of it that I was like, someone kind of needs to stop them as well, you know? So yeah, at some point I didn't really know what group to root for anymore, so then I just started rooting for like separate characters. Mostly Maggie, Negan and Bruegel. Bruegel isn't even a nice guy, but I don't know, I love him. Also, I gotta say, I said this in the beginning a few times, the whole methane thing, it was still pretty wild to me that they were risking so many lives for that, and that in the end was the whole purpose. I get it, it's like a big thing to have, but I still feel like I didn't really care a lot about all of that. It was still like the personal stuff that was going on that was like more interesting to me. I read some really quick comments on this episode and I see a lot of people hating on it and that it's slow and all, but honestly, I have to say I have mixed feelings about everything in general. I think mostly because we don't know if there's going to be season 3 yet. And I kind of just want a story to be finished. I feel like they could have easily finished the story this season, to be fair. And that it didn't really need a season 3. But at the same time, I did really enjoy the season. So I'm also kind of excited to see more. So no, I'm not too negative about this. I also really like this episode. And then people are saying it was slow for a finale. But I also don't really agree with that. Because we had the whole fight and all. Like, what more did you want, to be honest? I think that's my review. Sorry, it was maybe a bit messy, but yeah, I'm just trying to share my thoughts here. I'm really curious what you guys think of it though. So yeah, please let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. I also seen some comments on this episode, like there's people really hating on the ending, but there's also people saying like this ending really shows that they're building up towards something bigger for next season. So I just really hope it's gonna be renewed now, otherwise it feels kind of pointless. But yeah, I just liked it. So yeah, let me know what you thought of it. I'm very curious about that. Also, like I said, if you want to see my full reaction to the 42 minutes of this finale, that's possible. It's available on my Patreon under the uncut reaction tier. That doesn't only go for this episode, also for all the other episodes. They're all available uncut now. Yeah, and then that was it. I really hope you like my season 2 reactions. If you like this one, then please leave a like, subscribe, and then I really hope to see you back next time. Squid Game is coming out at the end of this week, so yeah, maybe see you there, and otherwise maybe at some other reactions. So yeah, hope to see you back soon. Bye!